What you finna ask me? Cause don't ask me nothing inappropriate.
Of them do, but it's like, look, so
listen.
I'm gonna say 2 out of 10.
God damn, Papa, not Papa.
I don't care. They can hear me.
They can't now.
Hey, welcome in. Class is now in session. Welcome to the Trill Academy podcast. I was mixing podcast and class
That
together.
might be nice though, pod class.
Yeah, you
the
know
pod
what I'm saying?
class. We teach you a little something.
Bear with me, you know, us Southerners with this country twang.
How's the week going?
The week going good. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Pistol Packing Pete. It's his birthday today. My boy, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Pistol Packing Pete. That's the name I gave my little brother.
I thought somebody the NBA legend. I'm about to say.
Oh, that was somebody's name? No, Pistol Packing Pete. I named my
man.
little brother that, and he know why, and it ain't got nothing to do with guns. Pew, pew. That's my boy. Happy birthday.
They got a lot of birthdays, so hey, shout out to all the people I know that got birthdays.
Shout out to the June cancels, because we in June, and if we gonna go down that rabbit hole, shout out to my pops. His birthday this Saturday. Him and my brother birthday 2 days apart. So shout out to my guys. I love y'all.
Hey, Eric, Christian, all the good stuff. Shout out to y'all, man. Happy birthday. There's a lot going on this week. It's a lot going on, but it's not a lot going on at the same time. It is June 27th tomorrow.
If you from Houston,
make sure you freestyling tomorrow. As a matter of fact, send your freestyles into the Trill Academy, man. We'll post it, man.
Man, come on.
All right, we'll post it, man.
Find y'all a beat and get with it.
Hey, speaking of people having a lot going on this week, hey, you can just play that clip real quick. We ain't gonna talk about it too much. You can play it.
Here you go.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
If you don't know, the president was on the lawn, right? And he basically telling y'all that these countries that he's trying to do a ceasefire with don't know what the fuck they doing. Talking about having a stressful ass job and a stressful ass
He didn't let them stress him out. He didn't let the folks stress him out.
Motherfucker say, y'all know what the fuck y'all doing.
Hey man. Bleep that out, all that cussing. We trying to work on that.
I will say this before we get into the hot topics, man. And I sent you this earlier. Okay. Right? It's getting a little weird with grown men calling an old man daddy. It's getting a little weird out here, man.
Listen, if you a grown man and you can call another grown man daddy, I don't want to say that says something about you, but to each its own. That's how it go, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hey.
Think it's abandonment issues?
I don't know what it is, because I've even heard guys talk like when they realize not even to call their own dad daddy anymore. Like when daddy turned to dad, pops, or whatever name like that. Because
it's a little...
Because, yeah, you know, when I'm no longer a child, I leave childish things behind.
I mean, we had a rapper calling himself daddy, and we showed it up. We said Puff. That's what we showed him, calling him nigga Puff.
But it wasn't just daddy standing alone, so you know what I'm saying? That made it flow.
Yeah.
So it was easier to, you know, get the daddy out. But just straight daddy, no mister, no name before, nothing. Yeah, no. I mean, but...
Well, hey, with that being said, let's get into the hot topics.
So hot.
Drama is all you know.
No, first say what the fuck I said.
So they just doing something to be doing it.
I play the street life.
The nigga just lied for no reason.
So hot.
It is.
So,
what we got on the hot topics?
Hey, we always say it all the time, and it's finally coming true. What they say on that Dave Chappelle skit? Hide the money, y'all. Poor people around. Play the clip from B. Simone, please.
Not as man. Stop it.
Just my finances. Like the budgeting. You see how I am nitpicking every little thing.
Never
I've
like that.
never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
I always thought H&M stood for like high maintenance. You know what I'm saying? But I guess when B. Simone see H&M, she see hardly making it.
You only want to talk about this to throw that weak ass punchline, and I hope it landed because you were over there tickled. He is tickled.
What? She the one crying about H&M. Shit. I just got to H&M, okay? I broke all my life.
Listen.
What?
That's her struggle. Listen. When poor people cry, poor people. When rich people crying about rich problems, I stay out of it. That lady say it broke her heart not to be able to afford nothing in Bloomingdale's, and she had to go to H&M.
Poor H&M.
I mean,
Poor H&M,
I be
man.
in Zara and H&M, and I be like, no, I gotta go to TJ Maxx. So, you gotta do what's best for your budget. I mean, I think it's comical because it's like, I guess because she hasn't had money her whole life. So it's like, I get why it would bother you, but then it's like, it's not hard to go back to what you know, even if you don't want to or choose to. And then it's like, get different streams of income or find a way to balance that out. But crying to your audience who has probably never stepped in Bloomingdale, Saks Fifth, Neiman Marcus, Saks Outfit. What else we got? You got Barney's.
Damn, you know them all, don't you? I don't even know the names of them.
Oh, you know?
You're balling.
Nordstrom's.
You balling.
Yeah, Saks got a nice bar now.
Look at that.
You can get drinks and Saks.
See,
I didn't say
these
I
ballers.
was crying.
These ballers out here.
I didn't say I was crying.
ballers out here, man.
Maybe it's because of the experience, because they cater to you in those type of stores.
Mm-hmm.
It is very nice. It is very elegant. It has an ambiance. But
I think Charlamagne hit it on the head when he was talking about it earlier this week when he was saying that man, you got people out there that can't even afford eggs, can't even afford this, and you crying about going to H&M. Like that's what makes it so comical. It's like, bruh, and I think it's because of the shame, right, of once you make it, people feel like you should always have it, right?
Well,
you ain't gotta always have it. You did it. You accomplished a lot. You made a lot. Like, why is it embarrassing?
If she didn't get on there crying and telling us, we honestly wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So now that everybody know, they laughing like, oh, that's your struggle. That's why, like, when I have certain problems, I don't talk to people about them because it's like, compared to what other people going through, I feel like it'd be a whole bunch of nothing. So I just suck it up and I like look in the mirror and I get it together, because who can you really talk to about these type of things when most people are not gonna relate? So
we all can relate. We go to
you
H&M.
just said y'all don't
We
even
go to
know what
H&M.
Bloomingdale's is.
We go to H&M. She shitted on us. We go to H&M. What's wrong with H&M?
Whatever it is, yeah. Don't forget
Don't wanna
she's
be
a
with them
comedian.
peasants.
So even if she really cried her heart out about that, it's clickbait now. And hey, we putting her back on top. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I look at H&M
Hated the
now.
love of the underdogs
That's what
on
I'm saying.
top. You know what
Every
I'm saying?
time I look at H&M
Because
now,
guess
man. What?
in a month or so, she gonna be back in Bloomingdale's,
She
thanking
will be.
thanking her fans.
She will
So
be.
it might work out. Full circle moment.
Every time I look at H&M now,
Full circle
all I
moment.
think is what's that song from Nappy Roots? All my life been poor,
but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act.
They need start pumping that in H&M. All right, start
Listen,
pumping that in H&M.
But
man.
I think we didn't give enough a backstory. I think everybody's laughing at her and not with her, because in the same breath before this, she was saying how basically her friend was saying basically how she struggled, and then you just was giving out money to
we gonna get to that.
Oh, okay,
We
because
gonna
that's
get to
why I
that.
think
Yeah, we
that's
gonna get
the
to
one
that.
reason I think
We gonna get to
mostly
that.
everybody probably laughing or not being sympathetic, because it's like when she had it, she didn't look out for, I guess, her close circle. But you never know why.
You never know why.
Okay.
Speaking of somebody that ain't falling off, let's move on to Nick Cannon.
Oh, wow. What we talking about on Nick? That's him and Bobby.
Why do I have so many kids? I have a king complex.
You have a what?
A king complex. I was like, you know, as black men, we always be like, "Yo, what's up, king?"
Okay.
I'm a king. I really think I'm a king.
So you need to have. Do kings have a lot of kids?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that? That's how they court. They
have
enlarge
all
their
of them?
territory. That's why.
What are their names?
You want all 12?
12 names. Go.
All right. This is where I usually get in trouble.
Why? Because you don't know all of them.
I know all of them, but
Okay.
like, all right, well, here we go. I'll label it off for you. See, let's keep me honest. There's rock, roll, golden, powerful, rise, onyx, legendary, Zion, zillion, zen,
Hey, Bobby,
and see, this is where
she was at first.
how many?
You're missing 2.
I'm missing
Watch up.
2.
Hey, man.
So, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Nick Cannon.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start there. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Nick Cannon because Nick Cannon actually can afford the kids.
That's
Nick
right.
Cannon seems like he has a grasp on these relationships that he have with his baby mamas. I don't hear no drama going on. I don't hear nothing coming from that side of the camp. Right? Now, the reason I play the clip is not for Nick Cannon.
Okay.
It's for you other niggas out there.
With the king complex?
With the king complex. Nigga.
You call yourself King Zo.
Yeah.
So
I
you
earned
talking
that.
to yourself.
I earned that.
I own
I
you,
earned
big
that.
head.
I
I own
earned
you.
that.
I own
earned
you.
that, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a lot of niggas thinking that way. Like, oh, I'm a king. Put the work in. If you gonna call yourself a king, put the work in. You can't call yourself a king and you doing peasant shit.
The peasants. Boy, I hate peasants. Golly.
They grind your geese.
Boy, listen. Holy crud muffins. I can't stand them.
Do you think there's some truth to this king complex, though?
As far as how he feels,
Yeah.
I think that it can kind of go to your head, but it depends on how you navigate it. Because there's nothing wrong with feeling like you a king or a queen or whatever you want to be. It's all about you know, and your confidence and your journey you on. But yeah, my man just need to know all his kids' name, and I know he do, but he need to find a way to remember them. Like, you could teach us to make a song, like, cause that's how you learn the ABC. Like, when they make stuff catchy and like in a song form, it sticks. So he need to go and make him a little lullaby with all his kids' name, so he can just know them. And when they ask, he can ah.
No, don't start rapping.
I won't gonna start rapping. I don't even know his
I'm talking about
kid's
Nick
name.
Cannon. Don't start rapping, Nick.
But just so he can know his kid's name. If he got to start off with their mama name, and then he be like, this one, that one, that one, that one. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta. Before we get out of this Nick Cannon shit, I gotta. I got a shameful Halloween story. I remember I was walking to this Halloween party, right? It was this girl just like Pocahontas. And me and her always used to go back and joke and shit like that, right? So I don't know if she was really just like Pocahontas, but I called her anyways. And she was like, oh, she said, who you supposed to be? And she said, Thick Cannon.
Not Thick Cannon. Boy, she was on your ass. What you was doing? What you was dressed like? You was dressed like Chop.
No, I really didn't even dress her. Because
Oh, I thought you had on that red two-piece.
Nah, man.
Chop, Mom.
Fucked up for saying that. I still remember all these years, you motherfucker.
Oh, that was a good one. You hit home. You hit in the chest. Good job, my girl.
Well, let's see how good of a job you gonna do. Where our question at? It's time for questions with Torgan.
Hey. Listen. We gonna change that graphic, y'all. We gonna change it real soon.
As soon as I get a picture.
You gonna ask me that?
Yeah.
Don't ask me nothing inappropriate.
I'm not. What?
It's in church. I'm a woman. I'm entitled to be indecisive.
Hey, man. All righty. Questions with Toya. So today's question is brought to us by Hollywood Unlocked. I don't want anyone to think that we're not giving credit or not putting where we get these questions from. I need no backlash here. It says, what's worse in a friendship? 1, not showing up when it matters. 2, sharing your business without permission. 3, being supportive only when it's convenient. And 4, silent jealousy disguised as love.
Ooh, I can go first. Number 4 is the worst one.
Alrighty. What you say?
Number 4 is the worst one with silent jealousy.
Disguised as love.
That's the worst one. I could deal with the business part because it depends on who you telling my business to. Like if it's another friend, right? You might be venting them. Not to mention, I don't have a lot of shit to just be like hiding like that. I don't really have like no dark secrets or nothing like that, so that wouldn't really matter to me. What was the other one?
It was not showing up when it matters, sharing your business, only being supportive when it's convenient, and then silent jealousy.
The silent jealousy, the worst one. I mean, the showing up when it's convenient, that could go either way, right? Because a lot of people, I don't want to say it's the selfish outlook now, because that's everybody's thing now. Is, I'm doing what's best for me. These are my boundaries, and unfortunately, friendship and relationships deal with sacrifice. Okay. And everybody is using that. I'm not saying don't use your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But like everybody starts to use that as like an excuse. Like they hyper do it. Like, oh, this is my boundaries. Oh, I gotta cut people off because they did this. Like you're overdoing that shit and using it as an excuse to say why people are mistreating you or try to be a victim.
Well, what about when you've...
Well, what's your answer?
Hold on,
No.
Okay.
Answer the question first.
What's your answer? Is 1 out of 4.
What's the... Ask the question again. I don't know.
It was saying not showing up when it matters, sharing your business without permission, being supportive only when it's convenient, and silent jealousy disguised as love.
Okay, so the question, y'all, was what's worse, when a friend only shows up when it's convenient?
We're not doing a 2 for 1. They get here. Answer this.
It's a very great question, and I want everybody to hear because you didn't ask the question first. You just gave the answers.
Go ahead then. Go ahead. Clarify.
I'm saying you didn't.
Clarify. Go ahead. Come on.
The silent jealousy.
Silent jealousy disguised as love.
Yeah, silent jealousy disguised as love is the worst thing. The worst thing that a friend could do. Like,
okay,
kind of like that's why I say I don't like passive aggressive friends because be aggressive with me so I know you're mad. Don't be aggressive behind my back.
Aggressive. You don't like me?
Right. That's why I said be aggressive. I'm aggressive. Don't ever be passive aggressive because passive aggressiveness is when I tell you I just had this conversation with 2 friends, passive aggressiveness is extremely dangerous. So
it's not dangerous.
Yes, it is. Because if somebody's being passive aggressive with you, you don't know that they're actually mad.
No, you know.
No, you don't.
You just try to act like you don't know.
No, I'm saying you don't know that they're actually mad, but you know, it's only their words don't match their actions.
Okay, cool.
So when they being passive aggressive, you'll be like, "Hey, is everything okay?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, everything's fine." But you know, they be looking at you like, "No, bitch, everything ain't fine. Why you not?"
Because I know Toya got.
You know what I'm saying?
Get her answer. I'm gonna sit this in right now though. If a person asks you, "Are you fine?" I ain't never asked a person, "Are they fine?" And I didn't feel like they wasn't fine.
Okay.
So to me, that's not passive aggressive. To me, like it's one of those things where it's like, no, you're going to tell me exactly what's going on, even though I know that something is bothering you. You're going to tell me exactly what is bothering you because I want to be stubborn about this. Yeah.
No, because there are really some people out here who will tell you that there is nothing wrong. They will make you think that you are crazy to think that something is wrong when you know. No, you're not acting like you normally act, so something must be wrong.
I'm not gonna.
And the whole time,
so it's silent jealousy.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
I'm not gonna feel sorry for that because women been doing that to men for years. So.
Oh gosh, what are we talking about?
What's your
I told you he
has a problem about the inclusiveness.
He has a problem with not only women but light skinned women.
My answer is exactly the same as you guys, but a close second for me is sharing your business without permission. Because how dare you speak about me to somebody else? And I'm not saying little lighthearted stuff because everybody on the surface, but like to tell some life-changing, life-altering information, you don't do that. Let people give what they want to give to people. That's why it's an overstep, because you don't know what space they hold for me.
Exactly.
So you don't know exactly what I want them to know. And that has
Right.
nothing to do with being fake. It's just you have your friends for certain things.
Like, yeah, you know Toya got caught sucking dick in the car by her baby daddy, right?
You know,
Did she, girl?
you have certain friends that you
like, bitch,
tell
I told you
certain
that. I ain't tell
stuff.
her that. I don't know
You
her like
don't-
that.
No, for real, you don't. It doesn't matter what it is, because allow me to give out, allow me to divulge the information I want a person to have.
I got you.
Right.
You know,
Is there room though for people to make mistakes?
it depends on
You jealous? Ain't no such
No, I ain't
thing
talking about the jealous
every-
part. We
oh,
talking
okay,
about
you
the
talking
question.
about the-
everything is
business
about
part. Okay, yeah,
intent.
tell him. Yeah.
Everything is about intent. Cause I had a friend before, and her mouth ran like a faucet. The girl ain't mean no harm.
She just
the girl ain't mean no harm.
She just
Then
always
you
got some
have
shit going.
people who intentionally, subject change. Oh, well, it's such and such. It depends on the intent.
They not number 4 you talking about. They basically,
No,
they,
the
they
telling
number
your
4. They
business.
jealous.
Oh,
So what
yeah.
do you think jealous people gonna do?
Yeah, because if you tell him my
When you
business,
not around,
especially
what they
'cause
gonna
you ain't-
do?
No, it pissed me off when somebody tell your business because they really ain't got shit else to talk about.
That
Oh,
yeah,
like
They got nothing else to talk
goddamn!
about.
It's because you don't got shit going. Now you gonna
if
talk.
you're
like,
talking
bitch,
to another
find something else
person
to talk about
and
besides
y'all
me.
have nothing to talk about, conversation's over.
Right? Why the fuck is you have nothing else to talk about? So you gonna bring up my fucking business? No.
And it's a
I-
part
yeah,
two,
that- I have
and
a
we can
problem with
end
that.
on this.
What?
As far as sharing a business go, be able to repeat exactly what you said.
Facts. And how you said it. Cause I hate a mother. I
That
hate
part.
for somebody to say, no, I did say that, but I ain't mean it like this. What you mean you ain't mean it like that? Bitch, you said you will knock her motherfucking teeth down her throat and be ready to fight her grandma if she said. But you gonna
They
tell her
probably
you ain't mean it like that?
though. They probably ain't mean it
Yeah,
like that. It's a
nah.
figure of speech.
I learned this lesson a long time ago. You know why? And you know how? Because we used to call people on three-way and put them on mute. If nothing else make you learn how to say what you say and mean it and be able to repeat it, those conversations,
Hello.
when you hear them unmute the phone and say, see, girl, I told you, you going to learn how to stand in the fold and mean what you mean and say what you say.
Well, just
Be able
don't
to
talk
repeat
like
it.
that. Just don't
Or,
talk
you
like
right,
that.
or keep your mouth closed. Cool.
That's my reason for being aggressive. Ain't no passive aggressive. I ain't finna lie and act like I ain't really mean it like that.
You
Really,
need
I
to be
want
patient aggressive, man. It need to be
He
safe
said,
down.
he said
Did you say
patient
patient or
aggressive.
passive?
No, he said
Patient.
patient.
Patient aggressive. Like, it ain't,
How is
you
it
be-
patient
you doubling
aggressive?
down
Please
on the
explain.
aggression.
I'm gonna be aggressive because I want you to know.
You need,
Yes,
no, because
yes, I am pissed off at you. Yes, I will beat the fuck out of you right about now. That's how I feel.
I
I want you to know that.
So you just direct your aggression towards that person.
Yeah, I don't
in that moment.
This is my thing. I don't like for somebody to say, no, everything's fine, but then behind my back they telling you, yeah, because that bitch knew I was, you're like, bitch, you knew I was mad. You knew I was. So why the fuck you just ain't tell me? Because that's really dangerous because I'm thinking everything cool. I
And
may
it's
not be the
secret
type of person
jealousy.
that have discernment to know when somebody is mad for real. Everybody don't have that.
Oh,
Everybody
she
can't
right.
tell that something is
You
wrong.
right.
So if I'm one of
a lot
those people
gonna say
that,
what? You been my friend for this long, and you don't
and that's,
know?
but I have
But
friends
that
that have been
go
my
two
friends for
ways
years, and they
because
still be like,
I didn't read the room just as
I
well
ain't
as
know.
you didn't really tell me how you
felt. Thank you.
So am I supposed to be Cleo? Because once again, that's the problem. Everybody think, oh, that person should just know. You think when I'm over here thinking about kids, bills, my job, taking care of whatever I got
Right.
to take care of, getting my nails, hair, toed, whatever I'm thinking about. And you think I can think about
That's right. I am not aggressive. I'm assertive.
Kings, they starting to understand. Kings, they starting to understand.
What's our next topic? Because you just got to make this male versus female.
I'm not.
Like, God damn.
But
Kiss your
but-
boyfriends later,
but-
baby. Right now.
But
I hear catering to these
we can
men.
talk about somebody else that didn't know how to read the room with all the brown and black ununified stuff that's been going on, and people calling into question whether black people actually care about brown people and all that. Can you play the clip of our soon to be Houston legend who needs to learn a lesson?
Yeah, okay.
Nah.
Me.
There you go.
Me.
You're from the South. Obviously, you grew up a different kind of way, and you're a rapper too. Do you feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Well, right there.
And there's one right here.
Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him.
Okay, that's my manager. Hey,
Because
Will.
me and Fee know what's up.
Well, you're black. I'm saying.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, well, shit, it's what the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way, and that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from, or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know?
All right.
You're from the South, obviously. You're from the South, obviously. You grew up
Mexican OT, y'all. He said if he used the N-word, then what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
I mean, that's not all he said, but that's the part that resonates.
That is the part that resonates. But yeah, that's not all he said. But
what you mean that's the part that resonates?
That's the part that resonates because, all right, this is the South. All right, even in East Coast, right, you have the Dominicans, you have the Puerto Ricans, who a lot of people get the N-word pass. They do, right? A lot of Hispanics down here get the N-word pass because they do live in the same neighborhoods, they grow up with us, all that good stuff, like our brothers, our families, whatever. The what the fuck you gonna do about it brings in a whole nother dynamic. If you don't know, right, that sounds like white people rhetoric. Because that's what white people do. They call you a racial slur and they say, what? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, boy? I'm gonna call you nigga. What you gonna do about it?
And then when you beat the
I
fuck
didn't
out of
hear
them,
it.
nah, they
I
act
didn't
like
hear it like
they
that.
play victim.
You didn't hear? How did you hear it? Come on, break it down to me. How did you hear
He's a product of his environment.
Mm-hmm.
When he is around his environment, he's using it. Anybody to come to where they are and hear him say it and address it, that's for the what the fuck you gonna do about it? Cause I'm out here and it's how I'm moving. I don't think he just go around, you know. But once again, where you from, they allowed that. Cause like he said, he grew up fighting with them, being with them. He a product of his environment. And we hear the Hispanics, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans say it all the time because
shit, most racists say it more than us.
They are part of the culture, but
no, for real.
They
call each other that. That's what
I think his what the fuck y'all gonna do about it is I know I'm not using it disrespectfully.
Yeah.
I'm not calling it a hard ER. I'm saying what I'm saying and y'all understand. But if you wanna make it a problem, I'm still on all that because once again, who gonna make me stop saying something I've been saying?
But why invited to that? Because
that's the hood mentality.
But
it's not okay.
But think about the way you process the information, right? You go all the way through, like, and I would imagine most people in this room, we go all the way through the whole clip. That's why I said when Bree was talking about, I said, well, that's not all he said, right?
Yeah.
But most people, once you say what you gonna do about it, they mind already clicked off.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck you mean?
What you mean? What I'm gonna do about it? Let me show you what the fuck I'm gonna do about it.
It's just some woe me people in here, and if you chose to be offended about it, the hit dog gonna holler if the shoe fit wet. He wasn't calling me one. He wasn't talking to me. I don't give a
well, I'm gonna use this as an example. I'm a very, very, very passionate about a man calling me a bitch, calling me out my name. Period. Notice I said a man, because my friends can say bitch as a term of endearment. It don't bother me. Bitch, what you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? We can talk to each other like that. A man can't say that to me. Bitch, what you mean? He shot me, basically. You done slapped me? What's wrong with you? Like, that's
Depending
how I
on the
feel.
conversation.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's again, I'm very, very, like, you don't get no pass and on no level. I don't care if you mad. I don't care if you sad. I don't care I don't care what happened, because I'm not going to say that to you. So don't say it to me. So if you say it to me, we got a problem. Now, if a nigga say, bitch, take that motherfucking, them glasses off, and you look at him like, excuse you? Why I call my sister and them bitch, they don't get offended. I call my aunt and them bitch, they don't get offended. I call all my friends that's girls bitches and they don't get offended. So Jazz, what the fuck you gonna do about it? You gonna have a problem with that, huh? Cause who he talking to?
No, I'm not.
So you don't if you don't want to call you a bitch, but you gonna keep fucking with him?
Cause you saying bitch and we talking about the N word.
Yes,
I get you. You trying to correlate it. So
disrespect.
basically, him using the N word to you is disrespect.
If somebody thinks that it's disrespectful because that's not what you might do it around him. I got you.
But and when you tell him you think it's disrespect, he let you know what's next. What the fuck you gonna do about it? So anybody bold enough to use that statement know what's coming behind it. So that man mind made up.
Right.
Whoever got a problem with it, what you gonna do about it?
And that's why he
that's a
just
part of life,
saying.
right?
That's what we saying.
Well, that's a part of life, right?
That's what me and Zoe saying.
That man standing on his soapbox.
Well, that's a part of life, right? For every action, there's a reaction,
Yeah,
right?
right.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yes, but
just
you
know you gotta be able to deal with
That's
consequences,
it. And
right?
he sound
that's
like
what we're saying.
But he sound like he very well aware. And then it's like I don't think he just dropping it or over saying it. And he probably said around his group of friends.
I have no problem with him.
They just asked him, do he use it? And he gave y'all an honest answer. He do. And it's something I want to say so bad. But she come for everybody. She don't let nobody make it. Y'all let that girl say it. And she Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Who?
Cardi. Girl, that girl black. Shut up. Is she not?
Is she?
Yes, she is. She is half black. Whether she want to claim it or not, or whoever want to claim it.
I don't know.
She is Afro Latino. They still black.
So to say that
it's just where they're from. We don't say that. We don't say that black people from Europe who are born in Europe are Europeans.
But to say that is to say
they say they're Europeans.
But do we say that white?
The cover that the color that's on that word is just. Well, I'm not holes all in it because
I have no problem with him saying it. Like I really don't. I mean, this is solid, bro. Like people gonna get fake mad and be like they have a problem with him saying it. I'm not worried about him saying it.
And I'm not gonna lie.
The problem comes in when you start inviting.
But I don't want the fuck you gonna do about it because
that's
you
the
don't
problem.
know who feels some type of way about it. Like
I don't have a problem with
doing
that
it with your people. That's one thing. Because first of all, he one of the message that don't even speak Spanish. Them the kind that can say nigga to me.
He's saying that to say, and after I say this word, I'm a man. What's next?
Like y'all,
I'm just saying. Like,
all I'm saying is he's standing
don't know how to
on it.
speak Spanish.
All I'm saying is you got to read
nigga.
the room, man. Like a lot of shit just been. This is a lot of tension been going on, man.
But you know the funny part about it is we ain't heard him say it.
Nah,
he just answered that question.
And that's the thing. They asked him, does he think he can? Like, not does he use the word or whatever. They said, do you think you can use it? And he said, I think I can. Not because for no reason at all, but because this is where I grew up. Like, these motherfuckers know I don't mean no harm if I use it. Basically. You know what I'm saying?
When you cut this, please insert the teacher. He said so much. I start saying it. Can I get a pencil? Borrow? He like
how's a nigga gonna borrow from?
He had said it so much. The teacher wanted to say it.
I just look, man. All I'm saying is, bro, the blacks will already respect you. Just don't get too crazy. Don't get too crazy. Man.
Again,
we ain't from where he from, so we don't know how they get down.
Just don't get
so
too crazy.
you know I thought he was from Dallas.
No, he from Houston.
He from Houston?
Yes.
Really? Oh. Well, where he at, he say. What we talking about next?
All right, bet. Let's keep it moving. Let's talk about some friends. How many of us have them? Friends.
Ooh, child, why is this
go ahead and play that clip.
Go ahead
and play that clip, please.
Best friend with a celebrity. Everybody thinks that, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got it, or they helping you. Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus. And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right.
Jesus.
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 Pour your heart out, y'all nigga.
Jesus.
Jesus.
First of all, did y'all see anything else from that clip? I think I sent it to y'all.
About what?
Right after this. The way she responded when her friend said that she did get some good news. Did y'all see that part?
I think I seen that part.
Where she said she was jealous because her friend
because she didn't do it with her. No, I don't think she said it like that. She said what she said was that she wants to, which that's most. If you don't have a friend group like that, then you is tripping. Like if your friends don't want to build with you, right? Then I don't know what type of friend you get. Like, he's just like, all right, man, look, I'm gonna build all my shit, and whatever you do, it's on you. You know what I'm saying?
I guess she was living in her truth because she was just like, she wanted to be included and them work together and do stuff together. But it's almost like it fell on deaf ears because right before that, the girl was talking about how she was struggling, and you was out here, you get a car, and you looked at her and say, Jesus.
Exactly. And then after that, again, that's why I asked y'all, did y'all see what happened after that?
Hardly making it.
That's why I asked y'all see what happened after that.
Yeah. And I get that. I get that.
She cried about her finances.
I get that. Well, I'm gonna put it like this too, though, right? You never know what precedes this, right? Sometimes, right? I've done this before.
Right.
You can give your friend groups or your friends the whole blueprint on shit. Right? They don't want the blueprint. They just want you to do the shit for them. You don't do the shit for them. You come up, right? Okay, I can't give you everything I have. I'm trying to make sure the shit that I have stays consistent. So, okay, now that you're up, right? All right, I'll work with you.
Right.
Because get what? I see now that you actually want to do something. You want to progress. But most people get they shelter themselves, they close themselves in and be like, oh well, you didn't help me, so I'm not gonna build with you now. It's like, well, motherfucker, I told you when I was starting my building. I can't stop building my shit to go build your shit and then try to come. No, now that you're building your shit, now we can build together.
Yeah. And also, I would have to replay it. I think she saw her friend helping others, but I don't know if she was vocal about her needing the help as well. I don't know if she let her know hey, this is what I'm going through. Also, she said a word and we got to get it together. Y'all now are more famous than me, but your friend is not a celebrity. Your friend is infamous. People have to realize that celebrity and infamy doesn't always come with dollar signs and money. So yeah, your friend is well known, but your friend could be well known and only got $30,000 to her name or $50,000. Yes. Also, if I help my friend, I can't record that. If I go help a homeless person, I can record that. I can get views that leads to another check. Me helping you just look like, oh, she help her friends. That ain't I'm in the lane of putting everything online to get views, to get money, to accumulate wealth. Me helping you ain't gonna give me that. So you gotta sit this one out, Papa.
And we don't know if she helped her.
We don't. Hold on, man. That thing too. We don't know.
Hey.
But then too, you thinking your friend got it like that because they on red carpets getting flown out. A lot of that don't equate to money.
It don't.
Because a lot of those people be on the scene, are seen, and then coming back talking about, oh, I got kicked out my apartment. Oh, I was sleeping in my car.
Right.
So you don't know. It just looked like she was up and you wasn't. Right. I don't know.
And the other thing too is, man,
according to other people who watched the entire thing. See, I didn't watch the entire thing, y'all, but I just saw a few of those clips that just made me uncomfortable. I'm gonna just say that because I couldn't have been friend after that. I'm gonna put it like that. But she was mad because her friend got up, but she wasn't there when her friend was down. So you was mad because she became something without you but you didn't even help her when.
But I don't think
was
she ever
down.
said she was mad. They said they were trying to find, because she was saying like, what were you in that moment? And they was going through all the emotions, but she never said she was mad. She just
she didn't have to. She was jealous. She was.
It could be
mad.
uneasy too, though.
She was jealous. I'm a friend, and I know she was jealous.
I mean,
trust me, because I've had it happen to me.
It's
before.
a human emotion,
and that's okay. So say that's what it is, though. Say that's what it is.
But
Don't
is
sit
it
up here
gonna
and
make
say I
anything
don't
better?
know what it was that I wasn't happy for you, but I wasn't sad for you, but I wasn't.
So what
mad
I'm asking,
at you,
so what I'm
but-
asking is, so you never had a moment of emotion where you don't know really what your emotion is?
Yes, but not for nothing like that. I'll put it like that. I have had moments where I don't know how I feel, but not because somebody has gotten anything. I've never been that person. When I say never, never, especially not for somebody that you're supposed to fuck with and you're supposed to love. You don't be. You should never be like that.
I don't think it was the fact that she got something.
No, and then
she
also
said,
y'all.
they laid it out and said what? It was because she didn't do it with her. It wasn't the fact that she got something. It's because she didn't do it with her.
But if you over here cutting your grass, why you worried about your friend grass?
Right.
Cut yours. Yours will come later. And then too, now all of a sudden we need to be clicked up doing everything together. It was you and my car was getting ready. That's how those conversations start. Because now that I'm up again, and I'm like, hey friend, I'm up again. Well, how you come up? What you doing now? Can I get in? Why you ain't doing it with me? I didn't do you like that when you was up. And then for you to say you don't know how to feel, that's a feeling in itself. That's like silence.
Because the only feeling that you should have felt was what, Jazz?
Joy, you should be happy for your friend. Like,
I don't
But
know
hold
how I
on,
feel.
the same thing could have happened previously. So B Simone, right? She had to build up herself. How we know this friend was always the one?
She said she wouldn't. She said that her friend was supportive of her. And then on top of that, like her friend said, even though I watched you help others the same way I needed help, you wouldn't help, you didn't do that. And I said that's okay because it wasn't for you to do. I wasn't even mad that you didn't do it.
So the friend
Like
didn't
her friend
feel
said,
like
I didn't
you bring it up, you might be a little.
No, the
like
friend,
she said,
the friend didn't feel like she was obligated.
But I didn't blame. I didn't say I didn't have a problem with it.
All right.
Because when people have access to you, people do feel obligated to what you have. So she was just saying, and even though I went through this season, I didn't feel like it was for her to pull me up by my bootstraps. Because obviously she still made it out. So it worked out. It's just that I saw you. I'm
put it like this, man. I'm put it like this, and maybe people don't understand it when somebody's close,
said
right?
Everything that her friend had been through.
Hold on, Bree. So look, most people don't understand when you're close to them. So if somebody's close to you, right, usually you're going to do stuff for them anyways, right? Okay. Because they're in their proximity. Yeah. Like if you're in my proximity, I'm close to you, and we're around each other all the time, I'm going to try to take care of you as much as I can. Now, you might not see that as I'm helping you or doing something for you. All you're going to see is me give somebody else some money and be like, well, why you didn't give me? I give you other stuff than that. I give you time. I give you all this stuff. Like whatever I have is yours. So I give you all this stuff regardless. But you can't see it because you're not getting it in that money form. You're not getting it. Oh, okay. Let me pay this for you. You're right here next to me. If you really need the money that bad, open your goddamn mouth and say that shit. Why do I have no? If I'm paying somebody else's bill, right? And you my friend, you think the next thing you want to hear is, oh, can you pay my bill too?
Exactly, which is why you saying.
But say that.
But why would I do that? Why would I ask?
No, hold on. Didn't you say earlier that somebody should just tell you what's going on?
No, why would I ask you if you just?
It's always a fine line of when people go up, you try not to seem like a user, even if you really need help.
Yes, and that's what her friend said.
Think about it. The day I called you to say, Lonzo, you'll help me with my rent is the day you said, because my mama didn't call and ask for this person.
Yes.
So now I'm on the phone like, oh, friend, that's crazy. That's what you going through. All right, now I'm going to hang up and be like, well, that was my sign not to ask her for nothing. You never know how it played out.
But you know that, so why you going to get mad when they don't give it to you?
Why this?
She not,
let me tell you something. She ain't mad.
She just said
She's
couldn't
not
help
mad.
me.
She literally... Thank you. Depending on how close they are, you would know.
And then
they need help.
And I was gonna say,
and that she knew that girl needed help. She knew that.
Also,
we knew that.
But then too, it's
so
also
that's what fucked me up.
Like you were saying, you helping your way. It's a flip side. I could be thinking, oh, I bought your plane ticket. I'm flying you everywhere, and you enjoying it because you want to be a good friend. But in the back of your mind, you thinking, but I really need help with my rent. But if she's flying you places and doing stuff, you gonna do it. Because, like, how can I say, Give
Nah,
back
don't
that.
get-
Don't give me
yes,
that $400
yes.
plane ticket. Give me
Give me
that
that
for my
toward my
rent.
rent.
Now you thinking, oh, you just never
Like,
know.
bitch, I wanted you to go with me and come experience this with me.
You never
But you just
know.
wanted the money to go do this and do that. Trust me, I've been there. I promise you, I've been there.
Because the thing about it is, when people give you money and help, they want to know what you're doing with it and where it's going.
I mean, it's their money. Isn't that?
I just know God.
I don't care about it.
I just
Me
know
personally,
God is good.
I get,
And
if
when
I
I
give you
break
money,
the bank, I won't have these problems.
if I give you money, I don't care about how you spend it or what you spend it on, right?
I do.
I don't. Not personally. Now, if this becomes like
If
a
you tell me you need it for one thing, you do something else. That's what I mean.
like if
Yeah,
this,
but
but
I
if this
give it to
becomes
you,
like a every
like, yeah.
month thing, then I might have to start being like, all right, what the fuck going on here?
But also the
You know
flip
what I'm
side to
saying?
that is, I like that she said maybe that was a season I need to go through, because if you gave me money once, you might have handicapped me for the rest of my life. I
Thank
might
you.
needed that fire under my ass. I
That's what
probably
people do.
really
This is
did
what
that fire
I
under
agree
my
with
ass
this. Somebody
to get
said
me
yes because
going.
everything that her friend had been through, when her friend told her that she was up, she should have gave her friend her flowers for making it without her, instead of saying, I don't know how I felt. Damn, bitch, I ain't even get help from you at all. I made it without you, and now I'm telling you my good news, friend. I didn't even have, like, I ain't even.
Okay.
I'm okay with the fact that you didn't do this, that, and the third, but I want you to know I still did something.
Okay, well,
And-
her friend is shopping at H&M now. Is she gonna get it back up to Bloomingdale's?
Who?
It's her time now. You up?
You didn't do nothing for me. Why
See,
would I do
this is
something
what I'm
for you?
talking about here. This is what I'm talking about here, man. What would
Why
Jesus
would I?
do?
No.
What would Jesus do?
Flip
I
over the
ain't Jesus.
table.
Goddamn, what the fuck you think this
Flip
is?
over
I
the
want to be more
table.
like Jesus. I didn't say I want to be Jesus.
Y'all
Flip
niggas-
I
over
need
the
you to know
table
that
and
part.
whip somebody.
niggas-
Yes, thank you.
Y'all niggas don't want to be like
That
Jesus.
part.
Y'all just like to say it when it's convenient. Y'all
part.
niggas don't
Like,
wanna be like Jesus.
flip the table and whoop ass.
That's what he did.
That's what he did.
None of these people want to be like Jesus. They just
Did
like to
Jesus
say it
flip
for
the table and whoop
convenience.
ass or what?
Did
he do it or not?
Because that was in the Bible too.
That's the only part y'all remember he did.
No, but we know he did it. So guess what?
He was feeding people.
He
That's
fed.
what
He had what is 5 loaves of
He
bread
said,
and
they
2
said, how many
fish?
times should you forgive somebody?
7 times 7,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
times 70.
Yeah.
Is it 7 times 7,000?
Yeah,
or
but
7?
y'all won't forgive
You also
nobody.
supposed to, and what she did, turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek.
She did.
She did, didn't she?
She did.
How?
She turned the other cheek by not being mad at her friend for not doing for her.
I turned when
And
I
I
watched
still
you.
call you to tell you my good news. And I anybody else would have felt like fuck her.
Hold on, you
She
said
ain't
it's
help
about
me when I
intent though.
need
Did you
her.
say that earlier?
What?
So it's about intent.
A
So
lot
what
of
was
stuff
her
is about
though?
intent.
What you mean?
Was she telling her just to tell her that she had good news, or was she telling her to tell her, hey, I did this without you?
Either way, I tell you what.
Now, ain't no either way. What was the
Yes,
intent?
no, either way. If my friend called and tell me some good news, I'm happy for her regardless. Cause you her friend. It don't matter what, you're her friend.
And also, maybe she didn't tell her about the struggle till she told her the good news.
Right. Like sometimes you
how-
don't want to tell
so
somebody
how
you're
is
doing
that
bad to
the
bring them down.
friend's fault?
Again, do you know how many times?
She didn't say it was her
No, but we're
fault.
speaking from a space of right that B Simone should have known and B Simone should have helped her.
No,
But if you're not saying, like, how is that her
Same thing you
fault?
did for me.
Listen, B Simone is the star of her life and her show. All she had to worry about was her. And maybe she was busy at the time. Everybody else is speaking from their view on friendships. Everybody else probably like, man, now I would have knew if my friend need help, I would have helped my friend. Meaning we are more attentive and more into our friendships. Maybe that wasn't the season she was in, you know? So we don't know. It's too many factors. But all we know is that girl was not mad at her friend for not helping her and said, now that I had this going on,
I've told you
I
my good
told
news,
you.
and you didn't like. And B Simone admitted it was something about it that I didn't like. I just didn't know how to say that I didn't like it. And then when they was like, "What do you?" When she said, "I was like, well, what do you mean you didn't like it?" Well, I didn't like that it happened, but it wasn't with me.
It do depend on the French track record. I don't.
And again,
I don't
like I'm going off of what everybody else is saying. I'm going off of what everybody else is saying.
Tell them stop being
I don't
cowards.
know. I don't know the background because again, I didn't watch the whole video. But from what people are saying, that girl was a good friend of her. She sat there and she applauded her. She didn't ask her for nothing, and she still wasn't mad at her. But when she told her, "Hey, you, even though you ain't helped me, guess what? I'm still your friend." Even though she's still her friend. And then
who's these people?
And then on top of that, now that I am okay, I tell you, hey friend, I'm okay. And you don't know how you feel about it. What do you mean you don't know how you feel about it? Why are you not just happy? Just automatically. You should just be happy.
God forbid she call and tell her she got a man.
Ooh, girl, she'll set that bitch on fire. Child,
and also we not gonna. The internet has a lot. This is, I guess, it's so hard on B because this is coming after we watch you fall out with another one of your friends.
Two, not one, with two of your friends. Pretty V and the girl Megan.
That girl name not Kelsey.
No, Megan. Yeah, Megan. Kelsey is the one who Megan.
Okay. Y'all know I'm bad with names.
Her and Megan is the one who had the podcast together, and Megan said this about her though.
Yeah,
Megan spoke number facts, and then Pretty V said the same thing. Come on now, baby.
Because Megan was
everybody not lying on you, B. Simone.
Megan was going through a divorce.
Everybody not lying.
Megan was going through a divorce, and she was on another path, and I think she got into her faith. And it's like they were doing it together. Then they fell out. They stopped their podcast because they was doing a podcast together and everything. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we saw you with one of your friends. Now we seen you with this friend. And it's just looking like,
friend. Come on now.
Friend, you're not a good friend. Or she got to tell the stories different. I don't know.
Or it could be stressful though too, being the only friend that's.
She not the only friend that's known like that. Pretty V.
I don't know who knows.
Megan, the girl Megan.
I don't know now.
Oh man,
Pretty V said, "Quit stressing. If you broke, get a job."
I don't know. I thought that was one of the Pretty Ricky group members or something. Pretty V. I didn't know.
Man,
Pretty V.
You know Vina. Stop playing.
I don't.
You know Bumper Clock Sharon with that goddamn foot, man. When she wear them flip flops and flip that foot, girl, I used to be laughing my ass off.
Is she culture appropriating?
Until that bitch talked about the people that took Ozempic. I was like, oh, you bitch.
Why go be?
Okay, look. All right, so look, so cause we about to get out of here.
What else we got?
That's it, man. We ain't got. Look, don't just comment, guys. Y'all can also call in. We will try to get our producers to start putting the phone number on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Don't just hide in the comments. Call in,
y'all
talk
can call
with
and
us.
Talk to us.
Yeah, y'all call and talk. Just next week, call and talk.
Call and talk to us, but also
we might get you in the studio.
In these friend circles,
and you sure can come in the studio and talk.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. Everybody not invited.
Not everybody at once, but
everybody can't kick it. You gotta have a little more than what you gotta have a little bit more than what we got going on to be in my presence. I'm speaking for me, and you know what I'm saying. I'm already regular smuggler. I can't keep hanging out with regular folks. They ain't gonna get me nowhere.
You gotta shop at H&M. You gotta shop at H&M at least.
If you gotta
shopping at H&M, and if I was rich, I still would shop there. See, that's what make me mad though.
Man, you gotta shop at H&M.
Because you talking about Bloomingdale. I ain't never shopped at Bloomingdale, so I don't give a shit about that kind of stuff.
Everybody different though. If you gonna get money and stay frugal, you know everybody's different. Some people gonna splurge, some people not. But I want to leave y'all on this note, if I can. Have intention with your friendships. Be direct, be able to be vocal. It should be a level of comfort there. If you cannot find it or don't have it, that's probably not the friend group for you. Right. If you feel any envy or jealousy, remove yourself. We got to do better. And like she said, if you don't have the discernment, just go with how you feel, or at least pay attention, because all people not good people. All friends are not good friends. And if you want to be a good friend, first and foremost, if you want to have good friends, first and foremost, be a good friend.
Yes.
And that should help you out a little along the way. And just, know what you want. In any relationship, it's a ship. Everybody got to row. Everybody got to do their part in the ship. And if not, throw their ass off the ship.
Yep.
You got any last remarks?
I damn sure do. To piggyback off of what she just said, just because you've known a friend for a long time don't mean that they a good friend.
Time don't mean nothing.
Time does not mean anything. I want a lot of people are getting that misconstrued, and you feel like, I've known her all my life. There's no way she would do this. And as y'all can see, it's people's mamas fucking they man behind their back. So anybody can do you like that. Don't think just because you've known somebody forever that they love you for real. Don't be passive aggressive. Be aggressive aggressive.
Isn't that the Toros?
Assertive.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
You should know.
Is that Bring It On?
Yes.
You should know.
What you mean? I'm aggressive?
Cheerleader.
She is a cheerleader.
Oh, well.
All right,
Anywho, what you got to
with
say
that
about
being
Beyonce,
said,
Kane?
man, hey, B, I got just word of advice for you, man.
Okay, what is it?
You're not at Bloomingdale's no more, so man, remember tuck them tags. Tuck them tags, man. Bring it back.
Gucci,
I
Louis,
think
Prada,
H&M got a
Gucci,
30-day
Louis, Prada,
return
pop
policy.
them tags, pop
I
them
think they got a 30-day return policy.
It's funny because
just tuck them in, man.
First of all,
Tuck the
people who
tag
really got
in,
money
man.
and people
All right,
who
with
really
that
got
being
dress.
They tuck the tags in.
With that being
Whoa,
said-
that's like throwbacking.
With
You know
that being
that.
said, man,
Class is now
class is not dismissed,
dismissed.
man. And go listen to Pop Some Tags, man.
Get
You
out
know
of
what
here,
I'm-
Gucci, Louis, Prada, pop them tags.
y'all.
Shout out Collie
Not that
Red.
popping tags.
That's Collie Red. I want you to
Not
put them
that.
clips together. Gucci, Louis, Prada,
Not that.
pop them tags.
Hey.
Pop them tags.
I'm gonna pop some tags.
Oh, I remember that.
Dollars
What he talking
in
about that
my pocket.
bag?
Now that's it.